Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. I'm Charlotte, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're having a lovely day. I do lots of makeup content on this channel, so if you like hauls, reviews, swatches and unboxings, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for more. So today I am very excited. I've got a palette review for you today and it is going to be on Bperfect times the Vivienne palette. So, don't know about me, I love Drag Race. Absolutely love Drag Race, and obviously the Vivienne is the winner of the first season of UK's Drag Race. Drag Race America, like the US version, the original version, All Stars, Canada's version, the UK version, the Australia version. I've watched all of them. I love them. And Drag Race really made me think more about makeup and all the different things you can do with it. And I loved the drag queens, and it's just, if you've been thinking about watching it, just watch it. It's brilliant. The confidence and how inspiring some of these people are amazing. But yes, today's palette is by the Vivienne and I love her. Her makeup is so amazing. She's so beautiful, and obviously she's very talented. She won the first season and I'm very excited. I was so excited when I heard there's going to be a collab because I thought, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good for everyone. It's going to have, it's going to suit from like people like me who just like makeup, you know, drag queens and colours and neutrals, and this palette did not disappoint. So this palette is actually the same size as the Carnival XL Pro, but this is about £35, whereas Carnival palette is about 42, I think. So I was expecting it to be the same price, as that one, but it's actually a little bit cheaper. It's called the Scepter palette, obviously because she's a queen, she won. And if you just open it up, it's cardboard with magnetic closure. Get a little plastic sheet in there. And this is what the palette looks like. So as you can see, this isn't just an eyeshadow palette. We do have face pans in this palette. So the main body of the palette is all these mattes. So it's 25 mattes in this palette. Then you have some shimmers down here. So this here, you've got 4 pressed pigment shimmers with 1 glitter up the top. Here we have 3 duochrome shades, a black and a white, which you can use on your face or your eyes, 2 highlighters, and then a bronzing sculpting shade and a blush. And I really like this. I like that there's a lot of mattes. I love mattes in a palette. I also like how she's included face shades down here. I'm not sure how suitable they'll be for everyone, like deeper skin, but I do like them. And the white and the black, which she's a drag queen. I think white and black is one of the shades I use the most, both on the face and eyes. And I think it's really good that she's thought to cater and put bigger pans of those in for people. But like comparing this to their Carnival XL Pro or Tahiti, I feel like these colours are more muted, not as neon bright. There are some shades I feel like, to me, those 2 shades there look quite similar. They look quite similar down there. I mean, you can tell a difference between those ones, but are some similar shades. But I do really enjoy this palette, and my eyes are just going down to this bit here right now. So I might have to do some blues and greens and step out my comfort zone. So if you're interested in seeing some swatches, us like having a little play with the palette, and also for hearing my thoughts, keep on watching. So here we have the duochrome shades and also the face shades swatched. This was all done on my finger on a dry base. I did 1 to 2 swipes. I built the white up a bit and also the sculpt shade down here. That shade there is absolutely beautiful. Imagine like a dark smoky eye with that in the middle. So here are the next 3 columns swatched. Some of the shades, like this one here, which is Boss Lady, and this one here, Classy, I had to build up a bit. I feel like these 2 pinks here, these are the shades, Pink Lady and Here She Is, they are very similar. Maybe one's slightly darker. I mean, for mattes, bright colours like this, there's quite a decent amount of pigment. These 2 colours here are my favourites though. It's green and yellow, surprise, surprise. And so here we have the final 3 rows swatched. So we've got some more of the cool tone mattes, some of the more bluey green and purple shades, and then we've also got the beautiful shimmers. This one kind of reminds me of the highlight shade, but how beautiful is this glitter? Like for a glitter, pressed glitter, it's very opaque. That shade there amazed me because that was just 1 swipe. Again, these blues look very similar. One just looks the tiniest bit darker than the other one. So I've just started my eyes by prepping them with a little bit of Bperfect base in the shade 0.5. And just tap that over my lids and blended it in. So go for PC22 and then go in the shade Depth. And I think I'm going to put it my outer corners and through my crease a bit. Okay, so as you can see, straight up, that colour is pigmented. That's packed on really, really well. Buff off my brush and then blend this out a bit, and then we'll go in with another shade. Next up, I'm going to grab this like random little fluffy brush. I don't know where it's from. And I go in the shade Angeline, and I just blend and buff this out a little. I'm going to grab a JH30 and I'm going to dip a bit into the white and bit into the shade Angeline, and then just blend that out a little bit more. So now I'm going to go back through each of my shades and re-intensify them a little bit. So I think I'm going to grab a PC47 and the tiniest bit of the shade Abyss, which is the black, and kind of deepen up my crease and outer corner the tiniest little bit. I feel like that's definitely added some more depth and definition to my eyes, and I feel like it's blended all pretty well together. So now I'm going to attempt to do a half cut crease on both my eyes, and I will be back. Attempt being the word. Okay, so I've put my cut creases on. I used the P. Louise Mitchell blank canvas acid rain paint just to pop a base down. They are not even, but what's new? So I really want to use that shade Waste. So I think I'm going to pack that on, at least the inner part of the eye, and then blend it into the blue. So I have to use another one of these P. Louise brushes. That shade is absolutely amazing. For a colour like that, it's quite a neon colour. Doesn't feel chalky. It went on instantly. Good shade. Very happy with that one. I could do the same to the other eye. Right, so now I need to blend these colours together. So I'm gonna... This is another PC22 and the shade Mossy. I'll go with Mossy first, and I'm gonna try blend these out a corner into the green. And then I'm gonna go in the shade Gush and try blend that a little bit more. So I'm gonna go back into the shade Depth and mix it with a little bit of Abyss. Some of my base on before we come back and try out the blush, contour, highlight, and finish off my lower lash line. Okay, so I've just put my foundation concealer on, but before I powder, I want to do my under eyes. So I think I'm going to take the yellow shade on a PC47, and this is shade Bubble. And I'm just going to pack that right next to the neon green. Kind of bring that a little bit more into the inner corners and blend it a bit with that green shade Waste. I'm going to go in the shade Gush, the same brush, and then pack that on the lower lash line and blend it into the yellow. Then I'm going to go in the shade Depth and join that into my wing. I always end up, when I'm trying to clean up my edges, doing them too sharp. I should probably leave it to drag out a bit more. But yeah, so I'm just going to set my under eyes using the H&B loose setting powder. So now I'm going to go in with some of the powders from the palette. So I'm going to use the shade Sculpt. Just off a bit, because this might be a little bit dark for me. So that powder is, that bronzer or sculpting powder, it's very, very pigmented and it does blend out well, but it does pack a punch. Well, I feel like it's really just like giving me cheekbones on this side of my face, which I'm not going to be angry about. And next we have the blush Parasol. This is more, it's pinky tone blush. Again, very, very pigmented. Next up we have highlights. So there's two highlights. There's a more, oh my god, so that's just like icy and that's like gold. What do you want to go for? Well, I'll put one on one side and one on the other. So this is the shade Blinding. Nice. So they're so soft, but really gorgeous. And then the other shade is the shade Glazed. So it's kind of like got an icy base, but a gold reflect. Ooh. I think I prefer the shade Glazed. So that almost reminds me of something, but I can't remember what it reminds me of. I'm just going to mix the two on both sides of my... Right, so I've finished off my eyes. I've put my lashes on. These are by Mim Lashes. These are the style Heart Eyes. They're a little Instagram brand. They do... brand? So they do eyelashes, they do lip gloss, and got lip oils. This is the first time I've put eyelashes on in ages, so they aren't best applied, but they are lovely eyelashes. I didn't think I could do a look like this without putting lashes on. And for my lips, I have... This is the Doll Beauty Boy Bye lip liner, and I kind of smudged that over my lip and then put a bit of the Peaches and Cream Clear Gloss on top. I thought I couldn't do it. Better keep it neutral, what my eyes look like. So, what do I think about this palette? I love it. I love it. I'm a big fan of this palette. I love the range of mattes you get. I love how this is laid out. The fact you get a massive mirror with it. Like you've got these face bits down here really surprised me. Like that highlight is absolutely amazing, and the pigment was just a little tap. Astounded. I'm shocked. Yes, I didn't use any of the metallic shades on my eyes. I wanted to keep it all matte, but I know Bperfect and their like shimmer shades don't disappoint. I love this brand, especially the eyeshadow quality is just beautiful. So I did use, I suppose I used the more cooler tones today, but all of them, they applied well, blended well. I think it didn't have any fallout with them at all. I think for the price you actually pay for this palette, and also there's lots of discount codes from different influencers for Bperfect, so you can save yourself some money. I think it's well worth it. It's just, it's up to you. Do you want another, what do you call it, rainbow palette? I'll never say no to a rainbow palette. This is, I've been in a bit of a makeup rut recently, and this palette I feel like has just kind of pushed me out a little bit and made me feel, yeah, I can go back to doing some more colourful out there looks. I just wish this stupid eyelash would stick down. And also, how pretty is it though? So pretty, and it's the Vivienne, and I love it. And it's Drag Race. If you're a Drag Race fan, I mean, come on, you gotta have it, haven't you? You can't say no. But comment down below, let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think? Do you think there's too many similar shades in this palette? Would you want some more shimmers? Like I said, I'm very happy with all this, but what are your thoughts on it? Have you picked it up and have you had a play with it yet? So my Instagram is Lottie_loves with 2 S's at the end. I post makeup. I'm going to be posting more creative makeup looks over there, and more bits about me. So I really appreciate it if you'd go check that out. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like, and I will see you next time. Bye!